Enjoy the next video.
A bit, not too much, and then we'll do something. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at then the words in and out.
In and out. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna see this combined with many verbs. So basically, whenever you see in, it has that idea of into, yeah, or walking inside, yeah, entering. For example, how did the thieves get in?
Thieves? What thieves?
Ladrones.
Ah.
So how did the thieves get in? Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Here's a key, so you can let yourself in. Yeah? So let yourself in. That means you can open the door and get inside. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Lisa walked up to the edge of the pool and diving. So diving means to jump into the water. Yeah?
Dive in.
Okay, can you read this one?
I've got a new apartment. I'm moving in on Friday.
I'm moving in on Friday. Perfect.
As soon as I got to the airport, I check it in.
Okay, airport.
Airport. Okay.
So basically, you can use this with any of these verbs of movement: going, coming, walking, breaking, etc., etc., etc. Okay, sometimes you can say into. So, for example, we say, I'm moving in on Friday, but I'm moving into a new flat on Friday. So, when you say where, you usually say into.
Okay.
Okay, now let's take a look at out. Out is the opposite. Yeah.
Okay.
So, can you read this?
Stay in the car. Don't get out.
Yeah.
I had no key, so I was locked out.
I was locked out.
Locked out.
Okay, that's better. Yeah? I was locked out. So I couldn't go in. Yeah.
She swam up and down the pool, and then climbed out.
Climbed out. Okay.
And he opened the window and looked out. We paid the hotel bill and checked out.
So the same. You can say go out, get out, move out, let yourself out, etc., etc. It happens the same as before. So you have out and you have out of. So you're gonna use this one where you say where. So we say she climbed out, but
like
she climbed
into like
exactly. It's the same. So she climbed out of the pool. Easy, yeah? No problem here. Now, let's make it a little bit more difficult. So
Right.
sometimes in and out means something different. So for example, you have plug in. Yeah? Plug in. So you plug in. Exactly. So you plug in, and the opposite is unplug. So plug in, unplug. Yeah.
Okay.
So for example, can you read it?
Yes. The fridge isn't working because you haven't plugged it in.
Plug it in. Yeah.
Plug it in.
Okay. Another expression we use: drop in. So if you drop in, it means you go to someone's house for a short period of time, and it was not planned. Okay, you just go there to visit someone. Example:
I dropped in to see Chris on my way home.
There you are. Okay, you also have this fill in, fill out. Let me show you. So fill in means this. So you fill in a form like this. So you fill in, yeah. You fill in the blank. Yeah.
Okay.
You could also say fill out. Okay. Okay. Can you read it?
Please fill in the application from and send
Form.
it.
Form.
No? Where?
Application form. Yeah. Application
Oh.
form.
Okay. Please fill in the application form and send it to us by 28.
Okay. By the 28th of February.
For 28th February.
Mhm.
Or please fill out the application form.
Okay. All right. Join in. This means exactly the same as participate. Yeah? So, for example,
They were playing cards, so I joined it.
I joined in. Okay. To take somebody in means deceive. Do you know deceive?
This.
Okay.
No, I don't know it.
Okay. So deceive or to take somebody in is to tell someone a story that is not true and the other person believe it. Okay? For example,
Mentir.
here. Exactly.
The man said
The
man said he was a policeman, and I believed him. I was completely taken in.
Okay. Now it's gonna take a look at out. So it out. I think this one is very easy. Okay, can you read this one?
There wasn't anything to eat at home, so I decided to eat out.
So eat out means to eat at a restaurant.
Everything.
Okay, you have right. Cross something out is this. So you cross it out. Yeah. So can you read this?
Some of the names of the list has been crossed out.
Crossed out.
Crossed out.
So like this. So if you do like this is crossed out, okay? So you cross out.
Okay, cross out. Sorry.
Okay, you can also say leave something out. So means not include, omit it. Yeah. For example, yeah.
In the sentences, she says that she was ill. You can leave out the word
Leave out.
leave out. I say leave out.
So you can
leave out the word that. In the sentence, she said that she was ill.
So that means you don't need to say this. You could say she said she was ill. So you can leave it out.
Okay, but it's okay to say that she said that she was ill is wrong.
It's okay. Yeah, no, it's okay. But you can leave it out. You can leave out the word that.
Okay. You can. Yeah, okay. Understood.
All right. Drop out. Okay. Drop out means you abandon school, or you abandon university, or you abandon a course. You don't finish. Okay. Usually we use this for school. Okay.
Okay. Gary went to the university, but dropped out after a year.
All right.
Drop out.
Okay, we're gonna take a look. Okay, let's start with this one. So you have to tell me in, into, out, or out of.
Well, I've got a new flat. I am moving in on Friday. We arrive at the hotel and check in.
Mhm.
When are you moving into
Mhm.
your new flat? The
Mhm.
car stopped
Stop.
and the driver got out.
Perfect.
Thieves
Thieves.
broke.
Mhm.
Sorry,
It's okay. Don't worry.
excuse me.
Don't worry.
Excuse me.
Don't worry.
The dice broke.
No, thieves.
The
Thieves.
thieves broke
Mhm.
Into the house.
Yes.
Stole some
Jewelry.
surely.
Mhm.
Why did the thieves break in
In. Yeah.
through the window?
So why did the thieves break in?
He
How? Sorry. How? Not why. How?
he opened his wallet and something fell out.
Perfect.
Kate was angry and she walked
She walked
out the meeting.
out of the meeting.
Out of the meeting.
So,
Okay.
so Kate was angry and walked out of the meeting.
Oh.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. Any question about this?
No.
This is very easy, okay? Okay, let's try this one. So you have to tell me one of the verbs we've seen before. So it makes sense. For example, Lisa walked to the edge. Edge, do you know?
Edge.
Borde, el borde. So Lisa walked to the edge of the pool, dived in, and swam to the other end. Okay.
Not all the runners finished the race. There are no 3 of them dropped out.
Dropped out. So they abandoned. Yeah?
No. I want to see Joe and Sophie in their new house. They moving.
They moved in. Yes, perfect. They moved in last week.
I've told you everything you need to know. I don't think I have leave out. No.
Okay, the past.
Left out.
So I don't think I left out anything. So that means I don't think I omitted anything. 5.
Some people in the crowd start singing.
Crowd.
them a few more people joined in,
Yeah. Mhm.
and the song everybody was singing. And
By the way,
other
this is
song,
people. Okay, people. All
don't
right.
believe
6.
him if wouldn't believe it. Don't era que creerle, bueno, tract, no recuerdo.
Taken in.
Taken.
Do you understand? Don't be taken in by him.
Sí.
So that means don't let him fool you. Don't let him deceive you. Okay?
Sí. A few days ago, she was fine. Don't.
No, 7. I want to see Laura. So 8. No.
Drop it out.
In. I dropped in. Do you understand dropping?
Creerle, ¿no? Sería algo así como creerle, ¿no?
No, me dejé caer, no, la visité rápidamente. So I dropped in, me pasé
okay.
a ver a Laura, ¿no? Pasarse por un sitio rápidamente. Ok, espera un momento, don't worry. So don't be taken in by him. No te dejes engañar por él, ¿no? Don't be taken in. Okay, do you understand everything here? Yes?
Yes, I need to practice with the verbs, but I understood all. Yeah. Excuse me.
Okay, don't worry. Bracket. So you have to use this word, and sometimes you need to use a preposition in the middle. For example, here, the fridge is working. That's because you haven't plugged it. Okay, number 2.
Fridge isn't working. That because you haven't plugged it in. Okay. What do you have to do with these forms?
Rellénalo.
Fill it and send them.
Fill it in.
Fill it in.
Okay.
Have a take on this form. That's okay. Just I cross it in.
No,
cross it
out.
Cross it out.
Cross it out.
Huh?
So táchalo. Cross it out.
Have you been to the new club I told you about? Have you been to the new club I told you about? No, I went there, but I couldn't.
No me dejaban entrar a mí.
Live in.
So let me in. They wouldn't let me in. No me dejaban entrar.
Okay.
They wouldn't let me in because we weren't members. 5.
Can we meet tomorrow at 10? Probably. I have another meeting, but I think I can get in. Get
in. No, you want to escape. So you want to get out.
out.
So I can get out of it. So to get out of it, salirte. Okay?
Okay.
So that means you don't go to the meeting, or you just make up an excuse like, I have to do this. You don't go to the meeting. Okay?
Okay.
Any question? So far so good, yeah?
Difficult. This exercise was difficult. I understood, but difficult.
Yeah, we need to practice.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, okay, so now you have to say the same as you can see here. but with the words we've seen before. Okay. For example, instead of saying this, let's go to a restaurant tonight, you could say this. Let's eat out tonight.
Okay. Why didn't you finish the college? Why did you abandonar, no recuerdo. Drop out. Drop off the college.
Why did you drop out of college?
Please complete the application form. Please fill in the form.
Yeah, fill in the form or fill in the application form. Simple. 4.
Can you avoid going to the party? I can't get in the party.
No, you want to do the opposite. You don't want to go to the party. Okay, you want to avoid going to the party.
I can't get out. Go to the party.
Going. So I can't get out of going to the party. So that means I can't avoid going to the party. Do you understand avoid?
Avoid es no recuerdo, no lo entiendo bien.
Evitar. So if you get out, you avoid doing something. You avoid an obligation. Yeah. So get out means, for example, you could say get out of your car, salir del coche. Yeah. Or you can get out of doing the dishes, for example. Yeah.
Yes.
Like you don't want to do something and then you avoid it.
Okay.
All right. 5.
I thought the mail was genius, but
genuine.
But it wasn't. I was completely sure. Take it in the genuine. Right.
I was completely taken in. Yeah, I was completely taken in by the email. Yeah. Do you understand?
No.
Fui completamente engañado. Yeah.
Taken in by engañado.
Sí, fue engañado por el correo. Yeah. Okay. Sí.
You must come and see us sometime.
Okay.
You must. Tú puedes venir y vernos a nosotros alguna vez. You must drop in to see us.
No. No, you don't need to say to see. You must drop in sometime. That's enough. So drop in means a short visit. Okay?
Yes.
7.
Steve was upset because he wasn't chosen for the team. Steve was upset because he was left out
of the team.
Left out of the team.
Yes, you understand? Yes.
Now, yes, but what I have to complete, I don't know what said.
Don't worry. This is practice. So Steve was upset because he was left out of the team. He was not chosen. Yeah. He was omitted. All right. This. We're gonna practice a little bit. So you have to tell me the past. Okay, past. Let's see if you remember your irregular verbs. So, number one.
He
So you have to tell me the past.
passed the
So this is the verb. So
Heard.
you have to tell me the heard. Perfect. Heard. Okay, that's fine.
read.
Okay, actually, we say read.
Oh.
So this is a peculiar verb.
Okay, yeah. Read.
So we say read in the present and read in the past.
Yes.
But same spelling. R-E-A-D.
Okay.
Okay, 3.
They spoke
Mhm.
French to waiters.
Wait. 4.
He understood during the class, but now he doesn't understand.
Perfect. 5.
I forgot to buy baby she forgot to buy some milk.
Alright.
I changed I said I forgot to buy a baby shoe.
Yeah, because you skipped the line.
She had a baby shoe. He lost
Okay.
your key last week. They swam
Mhm.
500 meters.
Perfect.
I give a gave.
Gave. Yeah, I gave my mother a CD for Christmas.
Yes.
Yes. 10.
At the age of 23, she becomes.
Became. So become, this one, became, past. Okay.
I knew the answer.
Mhm.
He
Mhm.
told me that he lives in Toronto. We
Mhm.
learned
We learned. Let's see. Yeah.
Okay.
We learned
John.
to understand.
She drank too much. The
Mhm.
children slept in the car.
Mhm.
He kept, no?
Kept.
Kept
is
his promise.
Promise.
I chose
I chose a steak for dinner. Mhm.
the film began late.
Began late.
Began.
Mhm.
We flew.
We flew to Sydney.
They
Mhm.
drove to Beijing.
They drove to Beijing.
He teach. No,
Taught.
not taught.
He taught English at university.
Mm.
So teach, taught. Yeah. 22.
Send.
Sent. Huh?
Leave. We leave.
Left.
Left.
So leave, left.
Left.
Okay. So we left the house at 7 a.m.
He felt.
Yes. Felt.
She brought.
Brought. So bring, brought. So she brought some chocolates to the party. Alright. That's fine.
Okay. Make it past simple. I
Came.
came.
Okay. Came. Come, came. Okay, 2.
Understood.
No, that's a different verb.
Stand.
Stood.
Stood.
3.
They did.
They did. Okay.
We sang.
Mhm.
He already
Eight.
ate.
Eight.
Eight.
Like the number, same pronunciation. Eight. Mhm.
Ate.
6.
Fall.
No, this is fall. Present. Fall.
No. Fell. No.
Fell. Yeah, fell. So fall, present. Fell, past.
Took.
7. Took. Yeah. 2, 3 hours. So it took 3 hours to drive to Paris.
I found your key.
Found.
Found.
I found your keys under the table.
She got a new bike.
Mhm. 10.
Sold.
She saw her house was here. Mhm. Okay. We
Javi, abajo, perdón, lo dejo en lit. Gone.
no went.
Bueno, perdón.
We went to New York in January.
Finally, mother, let me.
Yeah, it's the same.
Ah.
No change. Let.
Okay.
So finally, mother let me go to a party.
Was
Perfect.
met.
Met. Uh-huh. Okay.
Pay.
Paid. Perfect.
Pay.
Mhm.
So.
Perfect.
No, I don't know.
Wore. So where? Wore. She wore her new coat to the party.
Thought.
Okay. Thought. Perfect. Mhm.
Put.
Put. Exactly the same. Change.
Ran.
Ran. Perfect.
Said.
Said. Mhm.
Bought.
Bought. Mhm.
Made.
Made. Perfect.
Sat.
Sat. Yeah.
Wrote.
Wrote. Yeah. Wrote. Mhm. Good job. Okay, that's about it. Let's do something. So we're gonna do vocabulary. So work and jobs. Okay, when you talk about individual jobs, like I don't know, dentist, sales rep, teacher, we call them jobs. Okay. Work is more in general. Yeah. So, if you want to know someone's job, we usually say this. What do you do? Okay. So if you ask me what do you do, I would say I'm a teacher. Yeah. Okay. Can you read this? Yeah.
I work for a large European car maker.
Mhm.
I work on car design. In fact, I run the design department and I manage a team. Manage the team of designers. 20 people work under me. It's very interesting. One of my main responsibilities is to make sure that the new model designs are finished on time. I'm also in charge of design budgets. I deal with a lot of different people in the company. I'm responsible for coordination between design and production. I work with managers at our manufacturing plants.
Okay, can you repeat this? What did you say?
Interesting.
Okay. Interesting.
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 And
this one?
Charge.
And this, can you repeat again?
Work.
No, work.
Work.
Uh-huh. one? Can you repeat?
Responsible.
Responsible. Yeah, responsible. Okay. Right. So we say in charge of plus noun. Responsible for doing. Responsible for whatever. Responsibility. You can use infinitive or ing. Okay. 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 So if you work or have work, you have a job. Okay.
Okay.
But you don't say that someone has a work. Okay, this is a big mistake. So work is uncountable. You don't say I have a work. You say I have a job. Okay? Work is also the place where you do your job. You don't say, for example, at the work or to the work. We just say at work. Okay? Alright. Can you read this here?
The economy is growing fast and more people are in work. Work.
Work. Okay, people. I work.
The economy is growing fast and more people are in work. Have a job than ever before. The percentage of people out of work without a job has fallen to its lowest level for 30 years. Frank talks about his jobs. He worked in the bank in New York City. I leave for work at 7:30.
Okay, you could also say 7:30. So 7:30, that's okay. 7:30 is another option.
Okay. Every morning. I go to work by train and subway. I get to arrive at work at about 9. I'm usually at work until 6. Luckily, I don't get ill very much, so I don't often take time off work. Away from work due to illness.
Okay, so we say go to work, get to work, or arrive at work. It's the same, okay? So you can say get to work or arrive at work.
Okay.
But you say I am at work, okay? And you say I leave for work, yeah? You can take time off work. Okay, types of job and types of work. Okay, can you read this here?
Sorry, where?
Yeah, this at the bottom here. A full-time job.
Time job is one for the work of the normal whole of the normal working week. A part-time job is for less time than that. You say that someone works full-time or part-time. Permanent job does not finish after fixed period. A temporary job finish after a fixed after a finished period. You talk about temporary work and permanent work.
Good. Okay, so here we have text here, right? And there are mistakes. Okay, so you need to correct the expression. So here you have a few of them. Okay, so I'm gonna let you read, and then you have to correct the mistakes. Okay.
I work for a large French supermarket company. It's work an international company, and I work at work.
Not really. Okay, so this is the problem, yeah? So you need to say something different, not about. Do you know?
Yeah. Not about. I work in the.
No?
No?
Not in. Not in. Let me show you. Okay?
Work on.
So you work on something.
Okay.
Okay? So you work for a company, but you work on a car design, for example, or you work on a project.
Okay.
Yeah?
I work on the development of new
Development
of new supermarkets abroad.
yes.
Abroad.
So here there is another problem. What's the problem here?
I'm running.
Yeah. So this is the problem, yeah?
I run.
Exactly.
Okay.
I run
The development department, and I am the manager for the. I am.
Okay. Not I am the manager. No.
I
manage a team. I manage a team. Okay.
Looking at the possibilities in the different countries. It's very interesting.
Interesting.
One of my
Okay. So there is something missing. Falta algo. There is something missing.
One of my main
what? No? Yeah? One of my main responsibilities. Okay?
One of my responsibility is to make sure that the make sure that the new supermarket open on time. I am also charged.
Okay, you have to change this. This is a mistake.
Without AD charge.
No, not only that. Let me show you again. Okay.
Charge of.
In charge of. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm also
charge of
financial report. I
deal at a lot of different organizations.
Another problem here. What's the problem?
I deal on a lot.
No. Let me show you. So I deal with. I deal with.
Deal with a lot of different organizations in my work. I'm responsible of planning projects from start.
Okay. Another problem here.
Responsible on responsible from for.
Responsible for. One more time.
I'm responsible for planning project from start to finish. I work.
So this is the problem.
I closely near of.
No, so not near is wrong here. Any idea? No? Let me show you. I work. Where are you? Okay, here you are. I work with. Okay?
Okay.
So I work closely with.
Mm. I work closely with our foreign
Okay,
Partner.
foreign.
partner, and so I travel a lot.
Okay, we're gonna do it one more time, okay? From the beginning. So can you start reading? So you read and you correct at the same time, okay?
Ha!
Try.
I
Don't
work
worry.
for a large French supermarket company. It's an international company, and I work. About on develop.
No. On. Yes, I work on.
Work on the development of a new supermarket abroad.
Abroad.
In fact, I sorry, no. I don't remember. Sorry.
I run
the development department, and I manage for I
manage
for the. Excuse me. I will.
Don't worry.
Yes.
So I manage a team. Okay, I manage a team.
I
Right.
manage a team.
Carry on.
Looking at the possibility in different countries. It's very interesting. One of my main is.
Okay, one of my main or
My.
respond.
One of my response is.
One of my main responsibility
is to make sure that the new supermarkets open on time.
Okay, wait a moment. Not sure, no. Sure.
I also worked.
I also in charge of okay.
Financial reporting. I deal with a lot different organization in my work. I'm responsible of planning projects.
Responsible for okay.
Planning projects.
From start
to finish. I work closely with our foreign partner.
Foreign
partner. So I travel a lot.
Okay. I want you to write down all these expressions and you practice them, okay? Let me read it one more time, correct it, okay? The corrected version. So, I'm gonna do something. So, I work for a large French supermarket company. It is an international company and I work on the development of new supermarkets abroad. Vale, ¿cuándo decimos work on? Cuando trabajo en algo, en un proyecto. So I work on the development of new supermarkets abroad. In fact, I run, vale, run, además de correr significa llevar, lleva una tienda, lleva departamento. So I run the development department and I manage a team. I manage a team. Yo controlo un equipo, ¿ya? Yo manejo un equipo. I manage a team looking at the responsibility in different countries. It's very interesting. One of my main responsibilities is to make sure that new supermarkets open on time. On time? Do you know?
No, a tiempo.
A tiempo. I'm also in charge of financial reporting. I deal with a lot of different I deal with a lot of different organizations in my work. I'm responsible for I'm responsible for planning projects from start to finish. And I work closely with our foreign partners, and so I travel a lot. Okay, we're gonna try this one. So here you have to use a preposition here. Okay?
I will try. Rebecca lives in London and works in a public relation. She leaves home for work at 7:30 a.m. She drives at work. To work.
Okay, carry on.
The traffic is often bad, and she worries about getting on work late
to work.
But she usually arrives to work around at work around 9. She finishes work quite late.
She finishes
work quite late, at about 8. Luckily, I'm never ill. She said, I couldn't never take time at work.
Off work. You understand this expression? Take time off work. Cuando
tomarse tiempo libre.
Eso es. To take time, exacto. Tomarse tiempo libre por alguna enfermedad. All right.
She loves what she does and she's glad to be at work.
But I'm gonna explain this one to you. To be at work means you're working. But there is another expression which is to be in work. So to be in work means you have a job. You are not unemployed, okay? Now, to be at work means you are working at the moment. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on.
Some of her friends are not so lucky. They are out of work,
which is the opposite. So if you are out of work, you don't have a job. If you are in work, you have a job. Okay, if you are at work, that means you are working. Okay. Can you read this one more time? The whole thing?
Yes. Rebecca lives in London and she works in the public relations. She leaves home for work at 7:30 a.m. She drives to work. The traffic is often bad, and she worries about getting to work late. But she usually arrives at work at around 9. She finishes work quite late.
She finishes
work quite late, at about 8. Luckily, I'm never ill, she says. I couldn't never take time of work.
Okay, I could never.
I could never take time of work. She loves what she does and she's glad to be in work. Some of her friends are not so lucky. They are out of work.
Out of work. Are out of work. Yep.
Out of work.
Okay. Will you be able to do it one more time? Let's try if you can remember. Okay, last time. Let's do it again.
I read again? Do it again.
Yes. Yeah, you do it again. Now you try to remember the preposition.
Okay. Rebecca lives in London and she works in public relations. She leaves home for work at 7:30 a.m. She drives to work.
Mm-hmm.
The traffic is often bad and she worries about getting to work late.
Mm-hmm.
But she usually arrives at work around 9. She finishes work quite late, at about 8. Luckily, I never ill, she says. I could never take time out of work. She loves what she does and is glad to be in work. Some of her friends are not so lucky. They are out of work.
Good job. Perfect. Way to go. Okay.